Taking a moment to settle in, finding an easy cross-legged seat. You could take a block or a bolster or a pillow to lift your bum. And then taking a moment to settle in. Let's take a deep inhale together and exhale out the mouth. Twice more. Last one. Closing your eyes, relaxing your breath. Taking a moment to check in. Slowly starting to deepen your breath, moving into Ujjayi Pranayama. Using your breath as a guide today. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Taking a moment to set an intention. And then inhaling together. And exhaling out the mouth. And straight away, we're going to come to the top of our mat. And we're going to move into a balancing pose. So inhaling your arms up overhead. Exhaling, bringing your hands to your heart and lifting your right knee. And then I want you to come into tree pose. So bringing the sole of your right foot to the inner thigh of your left leg or down below the knee. And then keeping your palms at your chest or beginning to lift your arms towards the sky. Straight away, coming into focus, coming into balance. From here, I want you to lift your right knee up into stork pose and then slowly making your way back into warrior three. Strong through the right leg. And then after your next inhale, exhale, stepping back into a lunge and bringing that right knee to the ground. Inhaling here. Feeling a lengthening through that right hip flexor and psoas major. And then straight away, hands to your chest, and then we're going to do an easy twist with our right elbow outside our left knee. Breathing through your back body. Breathing through your spine. And we're going to inhale, reaching our arms to the sky, and then bringing both hands to the ground. You're going to bring your left knee to meet your right, and then coming down slowly with your chest to the ground. Strong through your legs. We're going to inhale, cobra. Exhale, forehead to the ground. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, forehead to the ground, and either coming over your knees or pressing through a push-up position and straight back to downward dog. And then taking a moment in downward dog. Strong through the palms of your hands. Creating space between your shoulders and ears. Lengthening through your neck. And then feeling the strength down and space down the backs of the legs. And then on the next inhale, we're going to lift our heels to the sky, and then exhale, step forward into a forward fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhaling, root to rise. Exhale, hands to our heart. Moving through the second side. Inhale, arms up overhead while at the same time bringing the left leg up, and then bringing your palms to your chest and moving into tree pose, second side. Again, being mindful to not put your foot on the knee. Taking whatever arm variation that feels right for you today. Breathing into the chest. And then on the next inhale, we're going to bring the palms to the chest, lift the knee up, and then make our way into a warrior three. Strong through that back left leg, flexing the foot. And then stepping back on the next exhale, bringing that left knee to the ground, lunge. Feeling the stretch in that front left hip flexor and that psoas major. Inhaling, bringing our palms to our chest, and then exhaling, bringing that left knee outside the right thigh. Twist, second side. Feeling that expansion through the back body. Sending the breath down the spine. On the next inhale, we're going to rise up, hands to the sky, and then bringing both hands down to the ground, taking the right knee to meet the left and coming into a push-up down to the ground. We're going to inhale, cobra. This time you can put weight in your hands. Exhale, forehead to the ground. Again, twice more. Exhaling down, and then inhale, and then exhale, forehead to the ground, and then in your way, making your way back to a downward dog. Taking a deep inhale, and exhale out the mouth. Inhaling, lifting the heels. And exhale, bringing the legs to the top of your mat. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. And exhale, hands to the heart. Adding on, inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, knee and arms meet. Coming into tree pose. Taking an inhale and an exhale here. Inhaling, arms to the sky, knee raised, coming into warrior three. This time on the exhale, stepping back into a lunge with the knee lifted. From here, we're going to take the right palm to the ground, windmilling the left arm to the sky for an easy twist. And then a slightly tricky transition, we're going to bring that left leg to the middle of the mat, rotating both feet to the side. And then stretching the left arm overhead, hips raised, feeling a really strong stretch from the tip of the left fingers all the way down the left side body. We're going to inhale and then we're going to exhale, dropping the hips to the ground. We're going to inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. And then we're going to inhale up, coming back, both hands at the top of the mat, and then stepping back into a plank pose. And then moving through Chaturanga Dandasana, inhaling to up dog, exhaling back, downward dog. Inhaling, lifting the heels to the sky. Exhale, stepping forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, and exhale, hands to heart. Moving into tree pose, second side. Inhaling, arms up overhead, and then bringing the elbows down and the knee up as you exhale, and then coming into tree. Inhaling and exhaling here. On the next inhale, we're going to lift our arms to the sky, bringing our knee forward, and then moving into warrior three. And then making our way into lunge, second side, knee lifted. From here, taking our left palm down to the ground and windmilling our right hand to the sky. Easy twist. And then taking our right foot and moving it down slightly on the mat, about midway point, and then you're going to rotate both of your toes to face the right edge of your mat, your arms still reaching up, and then over your head you're going to press your hips towards the sky on the inhale, and then exhale, relax them down, and then inhale, and then exhale, relaxing them down, and then inhale is quite a strong pose and movement. And exhale down. And then inhale, bringing both hands to the top of the mat. And then making your way to plank pose as gracefully as possible and holding here. So taking a moment to really engage through the core, tucking your chin slightly, even having movement over your toes, almost as if you're standing on the side of a wall. And then inhaling deeply, exhale, moving through your vinyasa. Leaning back in a downward dog. Taking a deep inhale together. Exhale out the mouth. And then connecting back with your breath. Ujjayi pranayama. And checking in. Your next inhale, lifting your heels. Exhale, stepping forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. This time, coming into chair pose. So taking a moment here, taking a look down at your feet, making sure you can still see your toes, tucking your tailbone slightly, really expanding and opening through the chest. Breathing. On the next inhale, rising up, and then exhale, hands to your heart. And bringing your palms down by your sides, Tadasana. Taking a moment to check in, to reconnect with the breath. Eyes closed or gaze down to the ground, chin tucked slightly, space between your shoulders and ears. We'll move through this flow one more time. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, knee and elbow coming together, and then tree pose. On your next inhale, exhale, bringing your palms to your chest and your knee forward, making your way back into warrior three. Inhaling here, and then exhale, coming back to a lunge. Inhale, and then exhaling, right palm to the ground, left arm to the sky, easy twist. And then transitioning, rotating both feet to the left edge of your mat. You're going to reach your right or left arm over, and then exhale, sink the hips down. Inhale up and down, and inhale up and down, and then inhale, tricky transition, both palms to the top of the mat, stepping back into a plank pose, and then moving through your vinyasa. Meeting back in downward dog. Lifting the heels to the sky on the inhale. Exhale, stepping forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bending the knees, chair. 3 breaths. And then inhaling, rise. Exhaling, arms by your side. Again, inhale, arms up overhead. As you bring your palms into your chest, lifting your left knee and coming into tree pose, second side. On the next inhale, bringing your left knee forward, your palms to your heart, warrior 3. And then on the exhale, stepping back into a lunge. Staying connected with your breath, taking your left palm down to the ground, right arm to the sky, easy twist. From here, transitioning both of our toes to face the right side of the mat, extending the right arm over, and then exhaling, hips towards the ground. Extending arm over, and then exhaling, hips towards the ground. Extending over. And then exhaling, hips towards the ground. This time, we're actually gonna sit down on the ground, slightly tricky transition. You're likely not gonna be on your mat, but that's okay. And we're gonna come into a boat pose. Balancing on the sits bones, strong through the legs, open through the chest. And then bringing both feet down to the ground as gracefully as you can, making your way onto all fours on your mat. Cat and cow, inhaling, dropping your belly to the ground. Exhaling, spine to the sky. Inhaling, belly to the ground. Exhaling, spine to the sky. And then the last one, inhale. And then exhale, spine to the sky, tucking your toes, and then pressing back into downward dog. Coming through our last vinyasa, so coming forward into plank pose, moving through chaturanga, inhaling, up dog, exhaling, down dog. Heels to the sky on the inhale, exhale, stepping forward, inhale halfway, exhale forward fold, inhale root to rise, and exhale hands to your heart, Tandasana. And then from here, I want you to step your right foot out to the side, bringing your heels in and your toes out. We're going to come into goddess pose. So we're going to clasp the hands, pressing the fingers, pressing the palms down to the ground. And on the inhale, you're going to bend the knees and bring your arms up overhead. If you're familiar with Kapalabhati breath, you can join me now. Otherwise, I want you to just hold this posture and breathe deeply using Ujjayi Pranayama. If you're going to join me for Kapalabhati, you're going to inhale and then exhale. Inhale part way and begin. Deep inhale, straightening your legs. Exhale, taking your ankles out wider than your toes and coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Taking a moment to clasp your hands behind your back, or you can just leave your hands down on the ground, shaking your head no and yes. Then releasing your arms down to the ground, bringing your feet together, and then crouching down into a little ball. I want you just to take a moment here. Dropping your head down. You should feel a nice stretch down from the soles of your back foot all the way up towards the base of the calf muscle. Feel a nice stretch through the back of the neck, upper spine. And then slowly coming down to a seat. Coming into Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together, knees out wide. So taking a moment here to connect. And this might be as far as you want to go today. You're feeling like you may need more of a stretch through your back body. You can start to round the spine, bring your head down, and you can bring your arms down to the ground if that's comfortable, and just breathe. Your nice inhale, rising up, reorienting yourself on your mat so you're facing the top of your mat, bringing both feet down to the ground, and then as slowly as you can, start to roll one vertebra at a time down onto the mat. From here, we're going to come into a bridge pose. So extending your arms by your sides, feet firmly on the ground, hip distance apart, spine along the ground, head resting down, making sure not to move it left or right, and then inhale, bringing your hips towards the sky. If it's in your practice, rolling your shoulders underneath. Taking a moment to check in that you're not super clenched in your bum or your hamstrings. Try and relax those muscles. It takes focus and effort to relax them and keep them relaxed. And then breathing. If wheels in your practice, you can take that now. And then on your next exhale, slowly start to roll one vertebra at a time down to the ground till your hips reach the ground, bringing your knees wide and your soles of your feet together, Supta Baddha Konasana, and then bringing one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Taking the next 30 seconds or so to move into a pose of your choice. Taking 5 breaths there. Or if you're ready, coming into Shavasana. Once you make your way to Shavasana, I want you to really spread out. I want you to bring your legs wide, wider than your mat. Take up space, arms wide, and then I want you to really let the earth support you. Literally support every cell in your body. Relaxing your breath. the time to stay in Shavasana today, I suggest taking advantage of that. If you want to get moving, start to bring movement to your fingers and toes. Breathing more deeply, starting to awaken the body. And in your own time, coming back to a comfortable seat, taking a moment to settle into the first pose we started with. Paying attention to what's changed. Bringing your palms to your heart center, taking a moment to come back to your intention. Bringing your thumbs to your third eye space, clarity of thought. Bringing your fingertips to your lips, clarity of words. Bringing your thumbs to your sternum, clarity of heart. Taking a deep inhale together. Exhale out the mouth. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today with a focus on balance. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.